Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This is a very exciting video today because we are doing something that we haven't done before. We're going to be doing a heat sensitive custom controller, and then it's going to reveal some cool artwork underneath, and it's going to be for, of course, Quincy Brown. So once again, we partner up with Kustom Kontrollerz, and we're going to get something together and create something very cool. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so I've already sanded my controller before, and I've already wiped it, cleaned it, and then I applied a one layer of white paint to it. So it was looking kind of thick, so I let that dry, and obviously there was a lot of little scratches and stuff like that I wanted to cover. So I ended up resanding it and shooting another layer of white. This way I can get a nice even coverage on the controller. So this particular controller is going to have a heat sensitive top coat that's going to be all black, and then when you touch it, it's going to turn clear to expose all the design underneath. So right now we're giving the controller the bottom design, and it's going to be somewhat of a, I guess, like a heat sensitive rainbow pattern. I don't know if you've seen that. I'll see if I can put a picture up here so you can see it. And we're trying to replicate that using the airbrush. So we're going to be applying many different colors and just kind of do a random design on it, and then we're going to add some logos on top of that. So I really wanted to have the design go kind of wrap around the entire thing. So I kind of put the controller together, and then I sprayed everything together. This way it has a uniform look when it's exposed. So just a reminder, guys, I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers, and I'm giving away a pair of Air Force Ones, and of course they're going to be customized once we hit 1,000 subscribers. So I'll leave a link in the description below, and all you gotta do is one of two things: is you have to subscribe to this channel and then leave a comment on not this particular video but on the link in the description below on that particular video, and just leaving a comment of what kind of shoe, what kind of design you might want to do on your shoes if you do win, or if you're liking the channel, you can comment something about that. So just leave a comment and then subscribe, and you'll be entered to win. So, and I'm willing to ship these shoes around the world, so anybody can subscribe. So if you're in Japan, or if you're in Libya, we'll send those shoes all the way over there. So there's no limitation. Alright, so the controller is coming together very nice. So I'm just double checking that I don't have any white areas or spaces between the color, and if I do, I'm gonna just go back with that color and just fill that in. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm gonna go ahead and allow this to dry, and then we're gonna add the logos on top of this design. Alright, so now everything's done. I'm gonna separate all the pieces out again. Just making sure I don't break any pieces. And then once we have them separated, then we can obviously do the logo and then the clear coat on top of that. So again, I'm using my vinyl decal machine to cut the design out and create a stencil for myself. So we're gonna apply those now and get ready to spray black on the top. So when you're using vinyl for creating a stencil, just double check that your vinyl itself is not too strong, and you're using something that's less tacky. This way it doesn't stick on the controller and peels all the paint off. It shouldn't if you really sand it, but in some cases that may happen. So it's happened to me before, and so just make sure you sand really good. Use that special primer, the Autoborn sealer, and try to avoid super sticky vinyl for your stencils. Alright, so we've laid out all the stencils, and all we gotta do is just cover the rest of the area so we don't get any paint on the rest of the controller. Every time I do a stencil, I always spray a little bit of Autoborn sealer before I spray the actual color. In addition, you can always add a little bit of Autoborn sealer into the color itself so it's stronger. And of course, you want to peel off the decals as soon as possible, because once it dries and you try to peel that off, the whole design might come together with the vinyl stencil. So make sure you remove that stencil as soon as you spray it. Alright, and here comes the fun part, removing the stencils, and it's always nerve-wracking to see if something's gonna come out and it's not gonna show, you know. So so it's always nerve-wracking. So so let's go ahead and peel everything off and go back to see if we have to do any minor little repairs. So let's go ahead and do that now. Alright, so we have the two logos on the front, and on the back cover for the battery we're going to put the Kustom Kontrollerz logo. So that'll look really nice there, and it's a nice little branding piece for this particular project. And of course we're partnered up with Kustom Kontrollerz on this particular project, so that always looks good when they have their logo on there. So alright, the base of the controller is done, and all we gotta do is allow that to dry, and now we're gotta prepare the color changing powder. So it's powder, and you have to mix it with some sort of like a top coat or a clear coat in order for you to be able to apply it on your particular item. So in this case we're gonna take and mix it with the Autoborn sealer and see what results we get. So I'm taking a little bit of powder at a time, and I'm gonna mix it into a cup and really take some time to really mix it, because if you don't mix it, it tends to, you know, kind of like bulk up, and kind of you'll have like little, I guess, little balls of powder. So you want to make sure that you know, crush those and that it's all nice and blended. So there's different grades of temperature as far as like when you want the product to you know, to activate. So there was one that was like 60 degrees. I think there was one at 30, and the one that we're using is at 80 degrees. So obviously if your hand is a little bit hotter than 80 degrees, when you touch it, it'll turn from black to clear, and it'll show the bottom design. So that's kind of the effect that we're going for. So here I'm just putting a little bit of powder at a time and try to mix as much as I can, and I'm really taking my time mixing everything in, because I don't want to have any you know, bubbles or splats on the final finish, because I didn't blend the thing enough. So I'm really taking my time and just blending everything together. So the Autoborn sealer is not completely clear, so it'll have a little opaque look to it. So if you want yours to be super clear, then you might want to use something like they have these this clear that you can kind of like unscrew the bottom, and I don't know if I'll show a picture here on the screen, but essentially is you can put your clear inside the bottle, mix the powder in there, and you can shoot it just like a regular spray can, and you'll be able to do that as well. And as you can see, as I spray it, it's turning black, and that's because the compressed air that's inside and with the liquid and everything, once it shoots out, it tends to be kind of fresh. So it looks kind of clear on the cup there on the right side, but once I shoot it, it turns black. So that was kind of good for me, because then I can visually see how much paint I'm putting down. So I'm just keep going, keep applying, and obviously when you put the next layer, once you shoot it with the cold air, it'll turn black right away, and then you'll know how much paint to add on there. And as you can see, we've already shot the back portion of this controller, and now we're looking at it and it's clear again. So the reason why is because it was very hot that day, and obviously when it's just sitting out there, it's gonna turn clear. So this is a little studio that has no real insulation, so it's really hot outside. But once evening came around, the controller was black the whole time. So obviously this is going to be indoors the majority of the time, and most of you probably have AC, so it'll be black the majority of the time. So alright, and we're completely done. All we gotta do is let that sit for a little bit, and then clear coat the entire thing, and then we should be ready to assemble this again. And Johnny's going to be doing that at Kustom Kontrollerz. So let's go ahead and finish it off and get it ready for him to assemble again. Alright, and there you guys have it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video and you like the way this controller came out. I really had fun doing it, since I haven't done any heat sensitive stuff, but now I know how it works and it looks pretty cool. So hopefully I'll see you guys on the next video, and take it easy for now. Bye bye. Hey guys, thanks for watching this video. If you're interested in branded merchandise for your company, we do sell in bulk, or if you're looking for a single item, we sell hand painted gifts. So send me a message, and don't forget to check out my Instagram and TikTok at Designer Ernie, and don't forget to check out my 2 stores at Etsy, the Print Shop Corner and the Wedding Monkey. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks guys.